Hello everybody, this is what we're working on. This is a sander, belt sander, with a 10-inch disc. And I've seen a lot of them run and stuff on YouTube, but this is just a little thing there. To start with, this is a mongrel. I gotta back up here. These holes, I believe, are drilled for a 5 or a 6-inch sander. Because this is where this belt has to be, right there. As you can see, I don't have a pinhole in this shaft. And when I got this pulley was all loose, you know, the one in the middle. And there was no bolt out here holding this on. And it was actually set on backwards. It was just sitting there like this. Well, these driving areas here are supposed to be on a pin that will protrude out of these holes, and they're supposed to slide up against them. So it would go in there sort of like that. But as you can see, it doesn't line up. But it is long enough. So if we bring it out here where it belongs, actually it's going to be out a little further. Well, wait a minute, gotta get everything together. There we go. There's a stop that goes on there. I should put it on just so you'll know how this thing goes together. This little raised area goes in towards the bearing race, and it's just a shield. I ought to put the camera on the stand, be easier. But it goes in like this. This is how this thing's supposed to operate. Then this is supposed to go in. Oh, about like so. And as you can see, it's dead on the length. So I need to go and drill a hole in here. And that will make this shaft work. I think that this was somebody that, I don't know if they had a bunch of these and they were trying to put a usable one together. Because I never did get to, you know, the stop here. I don't know what the actual technical name of it is. I believe this is a platen, but I don't know what this would be. Anyway, and I may get that term wrong too, but yeah. So to get this apart, if you've never had one apart before, this bolt right here is left-hand thread. And I can't believe it. Oops, over here. I was going to say I've lost it. But anyway, it's left-hand thread. And this one here has got some real weird, you know, kind of messed up, but it doesn't, I don't know what caused it. It almost looks like it slid over against another machine. But anyway, you take that screw out, and this 10-inch disc comes off. And then you'd take this bolt here out, and this would pull off. Here's how you disassemble it in case you want to. Then you would have a pin in here, which should slide out. Then you're going to loosen up these set screws, pull this off, and loosen up these set screws in here. There's no set screws holding this in, I don't believe. This one here, I don't know what these set screws here were for. Not really sure. There's nothing in them. I'm not really sure. I'm going to put it together without nothing in there. But it'll slide right apart. And of course, when it's apart, that's how you got to get your belt on here. Which that's the reason I got everything all tore apart, because this didn't have a belt on it. The motor's over there and the motor's good. And it's also got an extra shiv. The motor's got a 3 shiv. And all the ones out there that I've seen only have 3 triple shivs on them. So I'm going to cut this 4th one off because it rubs in there. It's a little tight. And put it back together with a belt on it. I got to find the right belt. So I'll bring you back here when I get that belt, get it figured out. Now we're back here on this dilemma on this machine. I took that extra shiv off. And So we just put this in here, you can see what the problem is. So that goes in there like so. And as you can see, it can only go one way, because this is cast to go around it. And the interesting thing is I haven't had that pulley off that motor. As you can see, the pulley on that motor is on the same way as it is up here. And this one can't be reversed, so that one there is on backwards. That's why this thing, it kind of befuddles me a little bit here as to why everything's all wonky and mismatched. And I think that somebody had a bunch of these and tried to put one together, or else this was just leftover parts. But the motor does run, so I got to take it back off, got to pull that pulley. I didn't notice it till now because it didn't have a belt on it. You know, one of those things you don't pay attention sometimes. I'll take that off, pull that pulley, flip it around. And I went out back and got into my stock of belts that I have. Some are new, some are not, but they're all in real good shape. And these are all 3 different lengths, and I'm not sure which one is close, but I can cipher it out here in a little bit. Anyway, I'll bring you back here when I get that motor back off. I got an 1/8 of an inch clearance right there. And then we'll put the set screw back in. I guess it really don't make any difference which hole it was in before. I've only got 2 holes and 1 set screw. Typical of the whole machine. Okay. Now, guess we'll blow that out a little. There, so that's on the right direction now. And this here is not original, this type of clamp. The original one, well, I don't know where it is now. It was a different style. I guess, oh, right here it is. This here is the original style that was on it. And it had these front 2 pieces here, and then it had another piece on the back that was missing. Don't know why it was missing, but it was. And I'd rather have it be not jiggling around, so I wasn't going to go through tapping the piece on the back and all that. I just went ahead and put a modern one on. I'm going to use this. I'm not going to show it at a museum, so. Anyway, we'll go put it back under here. There. Got the hardest part done. We'll shoot your water on the back of that. Just like so. Beautiful. That one has got to be filed a little bit. that cooperating. There we go. Now I've lost a knot. Can you believe that? Right up there. There, now that has got to be over there about all the way. Oh, that lines up about perfect. So now, if we we'll pull this shaft out, put it down here where it won't roll. We'll see here what we need for a belt. How much up? I've got about 2 inches. That ain't enough to go onto that. Boy, maybe it is. That'll be some freaking close. Oh, what else do I got? This one here is shorter. That one's out of the question. Oh, I think the one I got is the longest. That's a 7405. Yeah, that's the longest one. So, I guess if I'm going to have one in stock that works, I guess this will be it. We'll run it down through there and put this mess together. And we'll see if it'll okay. Jeez, I think that is going to work. Yeah, because I can pry that motor up a ½ inch or so on this piece here. And then I can lift the other piece up. Oh, geez, them slots are good. I don't know if they're 2 inches, but they're... Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at that ass backwards, ain't I? That'll drop down, it won't go up. Yeah, I only got about a ½ inch going up. Shoot. I wonder how much that motor will come up. Yeah, I think it's a shove. That still will go if I lifted that. Anyway, it's going to be boring and tedious. I'm going to shut you off here and we'll see what we got here in a few minutes. Okay, so this is the shaft for the sander. And what I did was I put this, well, I can't do nothing one-handed, I'll tell you. But what I did was, I must have a burr on there somewhere. Yeah, a little tiny one right there. I should have had it on a piece of wood when I did the trick punching. Anyway. So, where are we here? Right here. So what I did was I ran that in so I had about 30-40 thousandths being proud. So I knew that the clamp would hold it. And I came out here. It's hard to see, but there's a little Sharpie mark right there. Right beyond my finger. And well, after that, I pulled this off. I measured this depth, which was 275, and I measured the pin size, which was 5/32, And according to this chart up here, that's 156 right here. And divided that by 2, which came out to 78. So I took the 76 thousandths off, came down to 200 thousandths even, and I took that mark, and I just came back from that mark like that and made a prick punch. And it appears by just visually looking at it that that's at the right spot. So I'm going to go drill a hole there. Well, I ended up jumping up a size. These originally were 5/32, and I just drilled it to 11/64. Because I had a roll pin that would just go in without being driven, which I didn't want to have shit driven together. So now that will go in and capture that so it can't come out. And we're out about a little further than I planned on by maybe 30-40 thousandths, about a six, maybe 60 thousandths. I'm off a little on my measurements, but anyway, I think it'll still be all right. We'll go put it together here and see what it looks like. So, whoop, got too much stuff here in my way. Okay, so we'll take that out. I wanted it to be an easy press fit. This belt was plenty long enough. Actually, it's loose. Once I finally lifted the motor up a little bit. Okay. There's that. Now, there's a cone here. What did I do with my cone? Oh, right down here it is. I was using it to pry with. Okay, there's the cone. We'll have to put the set screw into that later. This is just a dry fit for alignment. Put that pin in there. Jeez, I like that. You know, we're in probably 1/4 of an inch on that side, maybe 1/8 on that side. I think it'll track all right. If I find it doesn't, I can put an end mill in and mill that slot to the side a little bit. Be a pain in the butt to do, but we could do it. Yeah, let's see here what we can put together now. You know how I said I thought that somebody had, you know, messed with this. Yeah, I like that. You know, there was only one set screw in here. There was no set screws in this. So I say, I think somebody had put this thing together and, you know, kind of strange, but I think that's what happened. So that's pretty close to straight on, but I got a lot of distance there to take up on the belt. Come on, roll over there. Oops. Oh, that's right. That's not set screwed into nothing, is it? Huh. There we go. There, I'm going to adjust everything to the center one. We'll run it there and see how it goes. So, anyway, I got to find some set screws. Get them put in where they belong. And we'll see what this thing looks like when we plug it in. Well, off camera, I just went and drilled and tapped that. This thread, when I went to put a bolt in there, it was all frigged up. So I went and drilled it for a helicoil, and we're going to see here if we can't start this first try. Yep, just like that. Helicoil disappears. Got one more turn. Call it good. Beautiful. Now all we got to do is knock that tab off. It's done just like that. Beautiful. Now I should be able to get my bolt for a second try. Hopefully I didn't screw it up too bad. I tried to put it in there. No, she's going to be perfect now. Beautiful. So anyway, I had it all together over here, as you know. And yeah, best laid plans sometimes don't work. But anyway, try this one more time. That's that. Now, here's my pin. Put that on horizontal. Put that in there. Beautiful. Now all I got to do is put set screws in this piece. Which I found a couple over in my tool stuff. Boy, I hate these aluminum. There we go. I think that's going to do it. Now run that over to the low side. Yeah, I guess it will go maybe. Yeah. I would have liked to have had this thing back over here like it shows in the books, but and maybe I can move that over a little bit. Put it about in the middle. Yep. Guess I didn't have it on straight. There we go. Try that again. Get it on a little better. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now all I got to do is tighten stuff up. That's tight, that's tight. I can put my disc back on. Like I said, that's a left-handed thread. I'm going to find my plastic mallet and tap that on. I'll be back. Well, we got this thing running. I didn't start it first time with you guys watching because I didn't know if it was going to go actually. And when I tried it, the extension cord weren't plugged in, so it would have looked like an idiot. But anyway, yeah, it does work. Runs pretty quiet, you know. Runs pretty true. That's textured kind of, so you can't really touch it or it'll burn you. But same way out here, but your fingernail You know, there's maybe a 1/16 of an inch out here on the end. There's almost nothing in the middle. A little bit in here. Probably been hit at some point. The shaft is straight. That shaft don't have any movement at all. So, you know, I'm just waiting now for the set of belts I got ordered. And I ordered a bunch of 10-inch discs. And this pin is missing on one side. That piece is sitting over there on the floor. And you know, this out here all seems to move all right. I got to make sure this bolt's freed up so I can adjust. But it's pretty much all set to go. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, no reason to put bearings or anything in that. That pulley's a little wonky. I don't know if I really care for that, but it is what it is, you know. That was the one that was on it. You can see that it's been beat and abused. But, you know, maybe someday I'll buy another one. But anyway, for right now, it'll work. So anyway, yeah, we got it running. And that's going to be the end of this video, I guess. You know, it's just, I got it running. I got to clean it now. Clean that platen on top for the belt to run on. And I'll free up these few bolts, make sure everything's all adjustable, so when I get the belts in, I can just put them on, and I got to make that pin. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. The main thing is, I thought it would be interesting to show people how that goes together. That way they'll know how it comes apart. Pretty simple. Like I say, I don't know what happened with this shaft. It was not for this machine, I would say. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this machine. It's kind of a Heinz 57, I believe. A little bit of everything. But that's all right. We're going to make a good machine out of it. And I'm happy with it. Like I say, I only got 25 bucks a piece in these machines. So I'm not too shook up if I got to put some work into them. This one here on, let's see now, this is Tuesday because we just voted today. So on, I think Thursday, I'm getting the rubber tires in for this, top and bottom. And I ordered a blade for it today. And that will be in, oh geez, a week or so. So I'm going to be a few days. Of course, I can set it up with this old junk blade, but that blade's so dull you could ride to Boston on it. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be all. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you liked it. And don't hesitate to subscribe. We got more to come. Talk to you later.